Tuesday for me, and I started my day a lot different than usual. I did slither out of bed. So I slithered out of bed and I did my stretches and it felt so good. I decided not to grab my phone first thing. And I've gone through this back and forth since iPhones or smartphones have become our computers, our social media, our everything. Basically, the phone is the least used app often. And I decided to leave my phone by my bedside and come down here inside Ivy Moon, which to me is a big warm hug. And I sat inside Ivy Moon and I did journaling and I read the Pivot and I sat quietly and I prayed. And I just feel like I started my day off so much better than I normally do. And my hope is that I will continue this because I am in a season of craziness and things are happening that are beyond my control. And I know logically that instead of staying in bed and avoiding things that I can't control, I need to start my day with strength and in the best way that I know how. So this is how I started today. And let me give you a little glance of what I'm talking about when I mean things are out of my control this month. We started partway through celebrating my grandma's 90th birthday, which was a wonderful thing. I feel so blessed that we have grandma and that we can celebrate her. And that was a good day. Rich stayed back that day, Motorcycle Man, as some of you know him as. He stayed back that day because he wasn't feeling well. And when I got home, things had escalated and I convinced him to go to ER. And I didn't realize that he wouldn't just go in and be released. I was thinking, oh, well, we'll just go in and they'll tell him everything's fine and maybe give him something and he can go home. Well, it didn't work out that way. He ended up getting admitted and that was unexpected. And with that came a lifestyle change. And we are going through that together. And I say we are walking through it literally and figuratively together. We walk in the evenings, we are watching what we eat, and we are both going to benefit from this. And of course, as a man, he is benefiting much quicker than I am. His whole body looks, he wasn't even heavy to begin with, but he looks like so good right now. So amazing. I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, oh, sorry, he takes my breath away still. And especially when he's on his motorcycle, I have to say, when he's on his motorcycle and he drives up, I'm like, or rides up, not drives up, I'm like, hmm. Anyway, okay. As you can see, I get all excited. I am so blessed by our marriage because I married my best friend and he's very handsome and sexy. So that I'm getting off subject, but that happened. And then his old true and tried truck that he's had for 20 years went in the shop this month and they told him it was toast. They said, you need to get rid of your truck, go on to new things. But he was not willing to accept that. And like people, he said, I'm going to give my truck a second opinion and it is going to be fixed now at the second opinion place. It's going to cost a big chunk of change, and yet that is better than buying a new vehicle. So that's happening. And then our daughter, our one and only daughter, I used to call her the littlest and only girl when I was a blogger. She went to a different state to spend some time with a friend and also looking for maybe a apartment, a job. She's trying to move on and change things in her life. While she was there, she was supposed to come back Saturday night, and we got a call late Friday, and when you get a late night phone call, it's never good, right? So that was terrifying because she was in another state and she had had a small accident, and she's going to be okay. Everything is fine. But in the moment, it didn't feel fine. I was scared. I was nervous. I wanted to be there. And that's the other thing. Her moving to this other state, we will not be able to just be there. And that is really, I'm having to sit with that. but I also know that we raised a very strong woman and she's going to be fine. There's a quote or a poem, it's not mine. I read it a long time ago about roots and wings. And we gave her roots and we gave her wings to fly. And I have to trust that she will be fine. And so that's happening. And they've postponed her coming home for a week so that she can heal a little bit more and get her stitches out before she comes home. I'm going to miss her greatly. Like, that's an understatement. I had no idea that when I gave birth to a daughter that she would become a built-in best friend. And if you've seen some of my older content, you will see that we have been thrifting together, we cook together, we go try new places to eat together. She often will be my film person, because when you're filming yourself, it's so hard. And she'll be like, "Hey, Mom, I'll just film you, and you can do this, you could, whatever you're doing." And it's going to be an adjustment, I'll just say. So it's up to me to make sure I, A, start my days strong, and B, keep busy, really busy. So I decided today, in fact, I don't know what time is it. Okay, I don't have much time. I'm going to go be very brave and take a yoga class at a community place in a historic building that I love downtown. And I'm going to do yoga with strangers. And I am an extreme introvert, very shy, and this is not going to be easy, but I know it's going to be good. I'm doing that today. I also, before I let you go, I want to show you inside what I got for December that I'm super excited about, that will keep me busy every day for December for at least 10 minutes a day. I will share it with you here in December on Shorts. So I want to show you that. And maybe I'll show you a little bit of where I'm going to do the yoga when I get there, but I got to go in and get ready for yoga. And to be honest, I'd much rather be doing it in my living room with yoga with Adriene, like I used to do. But I think doing it with real humans will be, I'm going to think it's going to be good. And there's going to be a gift in the day when I do that. Here is what I'm talking about. I have 12 cups of joy, which is coffee, different flavor cups of coffee. I have 12 days of sipping tea, and we have 24 limited edition mini spreads, 2024 edition. I will be making little pieces of toast with jam and a tea or coffee depending on my mood. I'm doing it. I have my yoga mat. I'm out the door. I'm doing it. I'm going. It is such a beautiful day. Look at this. I got here early because I didn't know where I was going, but I know now, so I'm just waiting. And I wanted to show you how blue the sky is and just how beautiful it is.
The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
I did it. I went. I'm very proud of myself. I was brave and I went out there, and my body is thanking me for it. It was awesome. So, yay me. I did yoga, and I really do plan to go every Tuesday. I think it's going to be good for me. It's going to be great for my body. I was the youngest little person there, if you can believe that, when I used little lightly. But they were much older than me, and man, were they strong. I was just in disbelief at how amazing and how inspiring it was to be there. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. I shared some rough news with you. Things have gotten worse since I was so inspired this morning with my good start, but that is life. And you know what? I don't know. I don't memorize scripture very well, but there is a scripture that says, actually, I'm going to walk you into, because I have it on a drawing I did, and it's really important and I really want to share it. Not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance. And that is Romans 5:3. And the crazy thing is I'm studying Romans right now in Bible study.
So, what do I always say? Until next time, peace, love, and keep going.